What's up, guys? It's Matterz, and we actually have some crazy freaking information for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies regarding future Easter eggs and future storyline developments within these next couple of DLC maps, DLC 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously. And this is absolutely crazy. This relates all the way back to the transit crew, back from Black Ops 2, and it was found, or this specific quote that we're going to be going over was found back in Buried, and it's right at the beginning of the Buried, and it's so freaking crazy. I feel like I actually remember hearing this quote as well. I have to go back and actually play it to you guys, really go through this and see if there's any other hints back from Black Ops 2 in general, for that matter, because, you know, they said before they're putting a ton of Easter eggs back in Black Ops. I mean, they already have a ton of Easter eggs back in the old Call of Duties that relate to Black Ops 3, so we do definitely need to go back there, and this is like the first of probably many more that will predict and foreshadow the future for what Black Ops 3 Zombies will entail for us. Now, this is really interesting. This was a quote by RUSSMAN. Basically, one of my subscribers actually commented on one of my videos about 3 or 4 days ago, and so shout out to him, Vito Balderas. And basically what happened there was RUSSMAN, let me just get started here. So basically what he said was, a lot of people are focused on Shadows of Evil, and no one remembers that RUSSMAN says that they're heading for the Rift. Like RUSSMAN and, you know, the rest of the crew, they're heading for the Rift as well. At the beginning of Buried, when you look out the window and you see the purple gas in the air, RUSSMAN says that ain't no hole, that's a rift. And maybe, like he says here, and I'm saying as well, I'm definitely agreeing, maybe the transit crew, you know, will have to go through the rift and actually face the Shadow Man or teleport to the Shadows of Evil dimension and storyline, and that sort of side of the universe, that dimension of the universe. And it'll be insane if that happens, because one, the transit crew obviously was pretty cool, but two, you know how many different storyline connections we are seeing? We're seeing the Nazi crew connect with the Origins crew, the Origins crew connect with the Shadows of Evil crew, the Mob of the Dead crew connecting with the Shadows of Evil crew. We have now the Transit crew connecting with the Shadows of Evil crew. It's just so insane. All these crazy little pointers and hints we've been receiving so far, and all these connections we're making. And you have to think, what's Treyarch gonna do with all this? There's so much stuff. And now that we have this RUSSMAN quote, that ain't no hole, that's the Rift. He's mentioning the Rift. Basically, he's saying it's not a black hole. And obviously, if you guys know from Shadows of Evil, the Rift basically looks like a black hole. You know, RUSSMAN says back in Buried, it's not a black hole, it's the Rift. So RUSSMAN knew, he acknowledged that that's the Rift. Now, if you guys want to know sort of this chronological order of zombies, as far as anyone knows, it is, or, you know, I'll say not it, but Buried is after Shadows of Evil. Buried took place a while after Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil around the 40s. Buried, we don't really know, but it's definitely after the 60s, around that time. And it makes sense, because, like, those characters actually went through their whole storyline, and they basically ended off at Buried. Everyone thought they died, everyone thought they were just gone, whatever, but maybe not. Maybe there's some sort of connection, some continuation of the transit crew that go through the Rift, and they continue through the rest of the storyline. Now, obviously, at that point, Shadows of Evil, wouldn't technically be around, I guess, because it's obviously 20, 30, 40 years potentially after the events of Shadows of Evil. Most of those characters probably died at that point, depending on how old they are, in the 40s in Shadows of Evil. So maybe the transit crew will sort of take over the roles of those Shadows of Evil characters and continue through more of a future setting. Obviously, we're still going back in time because Black Ops 2 was a while ago, but still, it's going to be really, really insane what we actually see. You've seen before the whole Richtofen and Max's connection with the transit crew, and with Richtofen potentially leaving the Origins crew because he basically wants to do his own thing. He wants to do his evil, crazy, wrongdoing actions based on a ton of Nikolai quotes. Richtofen might actually take the role of leading these transit characters, manipulating them back into doing what they did back in Black Ops 2, and basically saying, like, oh yeah, you know, well, actually, the transit crew doesn't really know about what happened with Black Ops 1, but the Origins Richtofen does, and he wants to continue that sort of legacy with the transit crew, and the transit crew would be able to do that because they would teleport through the Rift from Buried back in their dimension over to the new dimension, Shadows of Evil and or the Giant, because basically, if you guys didn't see as well, Richtofen went through the Rift from Shadows of Evil during the ending Easter egg cutscene. This Rift is potentially going to be a part of so many maps. I just hit the mic, I'm sorry, I hope that wasn't that loud, but it's going to be a part of so many maps. It's going to be absolutely crazy. The Rift may connect all these different storyline measures together, all these different characters, and it's honestly a crazy discovery. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me guys what you think about the transit crew potentially returning. I said potentially, really weird, but what do you think? Yeah, I'll see you guys later.